All right. Good morning. Good Sunday morning, everybody. All y'all. How was your weekend? Hopefully, you didn't get all stove up at the bar last night. We had a quiet evening and got a lot done yesterday. And it was weird. We had snow on the ground yesterday, about an inch or so, and then we were sitting in the Adirondacks, just getting a little bit of sun, getting browned right up, and by mid-afternoon. But yeah, wheels up today. Wheels up for Southern Maine, downstate as they call it up here. So we'll pack up the car, and head south. So hopefully the video feed is all right here. Seemed like my phone was a little bit jammed up earlier. So let's see what's happening. Check it out. Wendy, could you make sure you can see that on Facebook? Got my dubious assistant. So it's been pretty good working from a hotspot all week, but I think it's getting tired. Yeah, it looks a little blurry, doesn't it? Yeah.
It's coming into it right now.
Yeah. All right. Can you guys see all right? Jason Rector, good to see you. Yeah, Dave Howard. My regulars are here. It's blurry on my phone. Are you guys seeing it clearly? What's that? It's blurry. Yeah. Let me just do a couple of things here to see if I can take care of that. I think it was trying to send out some video messages, and I think I jammed up my
laptop. Do you want to use my hotspot?
What's that?
Do you want to use my hotspot?
No, I think if we change now, it'll be rugged. So let me see. I would have to recreate everything, but let's see. It'll come into it. Stay with me, guys. Good, Dave. I'm glad you see me. Is it blurry to you guys?
Yeah, I can see you.
Yeah, you can see me, but might be a little bit blurry. So we're working from video is pixelated. Good. I could use a little pixelation. Right? But good, as long as you got the audio, right? You guys been staring at me all week. So day 7 here at camp. Yeah, I might come into it. We're heading south today. Good to see you guys. How you doing? Tony Botai is a 10. All right. Love to see it. Love to hear it. Let me see. Jason Rector, Dave Howard, and several others here. Let me see what we've got on Instagram. Zippo, which I don't believe. I think there's people watching. It just doesn't show me. So, and it shows us about 8 or 10 here. So I don't know who the rest of them are. Jason Rector's guessing my sleep score at 72 to 78. Survey says, what was it? It was a 72. Yeah, 72. I guessed 71, but it was a 72. So right on the money, Jason. I'm nothing if I'm not predictable.
Yeah, 72.
So yeah, I was pretty good. Up a few times. I find if I don't wake up in the night, that obviously the number goes up. But poke a few sticks of wood in the wood stove and let the dog out, just because that's what dogs do. And you're up and moving. So, but yeah, I've been getting after it this morning and creating some stuff, copy for the website, and trying to be prepared. So when they ask me, what do you have for stuff that we can use, I don't go bleep, 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 right, and look like we know what we're doing over here. Matt Blood, good to see you. Yeah, how's the weather down there? It's spitting snow again up here, man. We haven't had much sun, but we've made the most of it when we've had it. We get outside, just kind of put it on the back of the eyelids, so to speak. Coffee number 2, tasting good today. Get back to the Keurig, get back to civilization next week. And I'm excited to head home. We're going to see Jimmy today. I was able to talk to him yesterday, and he sounded good. So we've been worried about him. And we'll get home and scoot over and see him and make sure he's doing okay. So Jason Rector is here, and I think he'll be pleased to know I'm going to talk a little bit more about sales today. And I got a couple of messages yesterday about people that really enjoyed it. So I've got 2 more days of it, this one, and tomorrow we'll kind of pull it all together with mindset as it relates to sales. And that's going to wrap a 10-day series. And I'm probably going to reduce this last 10 days to some sort of a a workbook or something like that, or maybe we'll use it as kind of a lead magnet on the website. But I'm going to put it together because a lot of people have enjoyed it. So we'll get a little more life out of it. Looks like a 70-degree morning. Feels like 28. Yeah. Good morning, David Zemchek from Central New York. Good to see you. Always a pleasure. So yeah, guys, if you're jumping on, say how you doing. Scale of 1 to 10 in the chat. But today I want to talk about something that has a big effect on your sales, and it's body language and tonality. And I want to talk about how to influence without words. Right. And I'm probably I think I'm a master at this only because I have a hard time hiding my feelings. All right. So I'm a pretty easy read. So I have to be careful in a sales situation. Like if I've had a rough day or a tough interaction, Matthew Tolman, good to see you. If I've had a tough interaction or something, I got to be careful not to bring that into a sales call, because you could say all the right words in a sales conversation, but if your body language and tone is off, baby, I mean, the deal might still fall apart. People are paying attention. Yeah. Good morning, Dave Saperko, checking in with a 9. The truth is, people don't just buy what you say, they buy how you say it and how you show up. So today we're going to dive into that nonverbal side of sales and how body language, energy, and tonality influence trust, connection, and ultimately closing. All right. Take this. Try this on for size. Any idea what percentage of communication is nonverbal? Anybody care to guess? What percentage of communication is nonverbal? Your body and tone speak louder than your words ever will. Albert Maharabian said this percentage of communication is nonverbal. Anybody take a guess? I know the comments are a little bit delayed. 93% of communication is nonverbal. Jason said 80. 93%. Get a load of that. So we've been working all week on the other 7%. Tony said 22.5. Yeah, crazy, huh, Tony? 93%. So we've been working all week on the other 7 and waited till now to work on the one that's most important. Oh, well, here we go. You can have the right script. This is why this matters, guys. You can have the right script, the best offer, the best questions. But if your posture says, I'm unsure, or your tone says, I don't really believe in this, I'm just kind of, doing my thing, your prospect's going to feel it. Yeah. Tony. Yeah. Mark Bunker. Wow. Yeah, exactly. They're going to feel it. I mean, how would you, if you went in to buy a new car and the guy was just kind of slumped at the desk and, bag full of Chick-fil-A over to the side, and he was just kind of hanging out, smelled like cigarettes, just kind of sitting there like this, you're not buying from that guy. You're not buying from that guy or girl, your energy is contagious. People will take that on. People make subconscious decisions based on how you make them feel. How you make them feel. Many times people don't remember what you say to them. They remember how you made them feel. Okay, so let's talk about how to use body language and tonality to build the trust and confidence and close with confidence. Okay, your body speaks before you do. If you walk up someone's driveway and you got good posture and they can see your neck, that says something versus just being slumped down, looking at your shoes, walking in. Everybody's watching. Before you say a word, your posture, your eye contact, your energy they're already out ahead of you. They're leading the way. So high trust body language cues. Let's talk about those. Upright, relaxed posture. Like I said, we're upright and we're confident. I catch myself doing it sometimes. You'll see me on the video. You'll see my head kind of go like this. All of a sudden, I'll correct it because I know I can see it in the screen, and I'm just kind of going through my thing. But you guys wouldn't really listen to me if I just get on every day and just kind of talked. And today we're going to talk about body language and sales, and I was kind of looking around and acting uninterested. No, you wouldn't. Steady eye contact, not staring, but steady eye contact. Calm, open hand gestures. Not crossing your arms like this. What does crossing your arms say? To me, it says, I'm not interested in anything you got to say, dude. Frankly, I'm feeling like I'm combative. leaning in slightly. You'll see me do this. You'll see me lean in to the camera even. And if I'm on a Zoom call, I'll move around like this, or I'll nod. I'll kind of mirror, just naturally mirror. I'm not saying anything. I'm on mute on a Zoom call, but I'm kind of nodding so the presenter can say, "Oh, okay, yeah, okay, yeah." At least Bob's listening. I know he's plugged in. So Sarah Sells Maine has joined on Instagram. Good to see you. Yeah. So pay attention to those body language cues. They matter. So don't do the fidgeting. Don't have a pen and clicking it, chewing gum. None of that. Slouching equals low confidence, like this. No looking around, just kind of just being off in space, catching butterflies. None of that. All right. Don't be distracted, disinterested. That's what that stuff equals. Confidence is felt, and people want to buy from confident people, right? Yeah. You guys are just popping into the chat. Let me know how you're doing on a scale of 1 to 10 today. This is our last one from up here in northern Maine. We'll head back south today and reestablish our perimeter and get down, get set back up, get back to the condo. So, Mark, eating on a Zoom drives me crazy. Anybody that's in any of my groups know that if you're gonna eat, you better have that camera off, right? Or it's going off. Ain't nobody want to see that, right? Yeah. Anyway, so the tonality, let's talk about that. It's really a secret weapon. How you say something often matters more than even what you say. Okay, so there's three elements to tonality in sales. There's a curious tone when asking questions. Like, here's an example. Hey, tell me more about that, with just a soft upward inflection versus, yeah, tell me more about that. Tell me more about that. That's curious, upward inflection. And then have a certain tone. Certain tone, when you're delivering your offer or recommendation, means that you're it's flat, confident, and grounded. Here it is. Yeah, so here's what I recommend. That's a certain tone. No hesitation. Yeah, we've looked at these three things. Here's what I recommend. Here's why. Boom. Confident, certain. And then the empathetic tone is the last one. You can use this when handling objections or concerns. You want to have empathy, right? Softer, understanding, slightly slower. I hear you. That's a valid concern. So I'm validating, right? I hear you. That's a valid concern. A little bit slower, deeper, lower. If your tone doesn't match your message, guys, people will feel disconnected and start to doubt you. So make that tone match the message, all right? Now let's talk about mirroring and matching. So you can create an instant connection this way. One of the fastest ways to build trust is just subtly mirror a person's or prospect's body language and energy. What comes to mind is, I've seen, let's say I don't know, going in and looking at a kitchen remodel, and the person is across the island from me, and they're just kind of leaning on their elbows. I might be on the other side, and I might just kind of drop down to an elbow, or I might back up and lean on the other counter and just kind of, hanging out. I wouldn't cross my arms, but just kind of cross them in front of you. Not aggressive, just kind of matching their posture without being robotic. Good morning, Dan Bennett. Using similar words or phrases, like match the vernacular, so to speak. You don't want to, if someone's vocabulary is here, you don't want to be down here. You don't want to be up here. Try to match that, right? That doesn't mean if they're dropping the F-bomb, you do it too, but match it. Try to stay in lockstep with them. So done right, mirroring creates a subconscious rapport even. It says, hey, I'm like you. And people trust people who are like them. All right? Have you ever met someone who instantly made you feel comfortable or uncomfortable just by their presence? That's what we're talking about today, guys. Your body language, your eyes, your posture, how you walk into a room, how you show up is sending signals out long before you open your mouth. And for guys that are just joining, we're talking about 93% of communication happens non-verbally. Whoa. That's pretty interesting, huh? Yeah. I'm a pretty easy read. I try to hide it, but I can't, right? That's just who I am, and if I'm around somebody and I'm not down with that, it's probably pretty obvious to people that know me. So, how do we do it? We practice power posture before every sales call. Stand tall, roll your shoulders back. You don't have to be like that, but just stand tall, stand up, breathe deep, changes your energy before you even say hello. Okay. Smile before you get out of the truck, before you pick up the phone. Try recording yourself and watch for the tonality shifts. Play back one of your past calls. Did your tone match your confidence? Did it match the empathy? Were you listening to it going, damn, that was terrible. I wouldn't buy from me. If that's the case, then you need to do some role plays, get it figured out, get with people that want you to win, and get some help with that. All right. And then use those 3 tonal modes in your next sales conversation. Remember, curious when asking, certain when recommending, and empathetic when listening. Tell me more about that. Right? Just these little nuances, guys, are going to help you close more deals this year. I'm not doing this stuff just to hear myself talk and come up with a topic. Like, this stuff I think can really help you. And it doesn't matter if you're selling cars or if you're a contractor or, if you're a hairdresser or what have you. It doesn't matter. This stuff can also help you, even if you're not, in a definitive sales role. It can help you as an employee, as an employer, deal with, coworkers or employees, vendors, subs, all of that. This stuff is just communication skills, basically. Okay. So, last part. Okay. Stay with me. Mark Bunker says, chest out, chin up, and smile. Exactly. Sales isn't just what you say. It's who you are when you say it. See me? I'm kind of slouching. I'm leaning back. Boom. So, yeah, got to pay attention to it. I caught myself. If you want to elevate your influence, guys, mastering that body language and tone it's the next level. You're paying attention to that. All right. People may not remember every word, but they'll always remember how you made them feel. Here's a quote. Don't know who said it. Confidence is silent. Insecurity is loud. Let your presence do the heavy lifting. So, as I always say, if this resonated with you, drop me a DM. If you'd like to chat, we'll pop a 30-minute sales, 30-minute strategy call, free 30-minute strategy call link on the chat here somewhere. I'm not sure if Wendy will pop it on, but I will. One of us will get it on there sometime this morning. And as always, guys, like I said, if you can share it out, I would be grateful. That's happening more and more, so I'm appreciative of that. Mark Bunker says, if you believe in you, they will believe in you. True, right? And the other side of that is, how, if you don't believe in you, how do you expect anyone else to? Right? So, like, walk tall, carry a big stick. I don't have a broken tail light. You do now. What movie was that? Buford D. Buzzer. What was that? Oh, who knows that movie? Cracks his tail light. Happy Sunday to you too, Matt Moore. Who else is out here? Say hello. How are we doing on a scale of 1 to 10? Guys, was that helpful at all? Throw a thumbs up or a fist pump in the chat. Maybe it's going to make you think about how you go into your next sales interaction. I hope this past, actually now 9 days of working on sales stuff has been beneficial to you in some way. We're going to pull it all together tomorrow with a little talk about mindset. Is that Smokey and the Bandit? Yeah, that was one. And then they remade, maybe it was a remake. Was The Rock in there or something? I can't remember. Walking Tall. Yes, thank you. Buford T. Pusher. Yeah, Walking Tall, right? We got to watch that today or later. Nothing like a good old vigilante movie like Death Wish or something like that, too. Get that stuff going. I'm just kidding. No, actually, not really. Charles Bronson, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yeah, Matt Blood. Glad it helped. Hopefully, pick up a nugget or two in the past several days. These things, these videos live on Facebook. If you haven't checked out the YouTube channel, they're all posted to the YouTube channel. We'll throw the link in there. We're sitting at 249 subscribers. So the next subscriber on YouTube is number 250, which It's pretty cool. I've been at it a while, 11 years to get 250 subscribers, but we're closing in on 100,000 views all time. Some people get that on one video, but it just goes to show you how much work it takes and how you got to keep showing up and doing your thing and believing in yourself and just keep pushing forward, guys. I know I've kind of brought a lot of lessons to the table over the past, I think this is day 86 now, maybe 87. We're closing in on 90 anyway, and on to 100. We're going to keep going. I brought a lot of lessons to the table. It's helped me. It's helped me be more mindful of the stuff. It's helped me work on my craft with speaking and being good on my feet, so to speak, which is what you need when you're coaching and speaking and presenting. So it's just good all the way around. And I'm showing up every day at 8 and having a blast with it. And I'm glad you guys have been here and just supported it. So let me see. Instagram, Sarah's still there. And we've got Dave Saperco, Jason, Matt Blood, Matt Moore. The Matts are here. Matt Tolman was here earlier. I don't know if he's still here. Dan Bennett. The Northeast contingent is strong, very strong. Maybe it's because on the West Coast, it's 5:21 a.m. That could be it, Bob. Shit, should have done these at 9. Dave Howard's here. Yeah, good to see you guys. We went a little bit long yesterday, but we got into some stuff that was good. And it's amazing. I'll be loading this stuff up and doing my thing on the back end later. And I'd say to Wendy, she said, like 100 comments on that call today. And she said, yeah, people were just chatting it up in the chat. So it's good stuff. And like I said, if you see somebody in this community and they're on here and trying to get better, these are people that should be in your network. So shoot them a friend request, connect with them, follow them on Instagram or social media, support their business. Mark Bunker's out putting out a video, doing videos, and that stuff used to be really uncomfortable for Mark, and he's doing it now as a result of being in groups like this and other groups where people are helping them level up. So when you see people making strides like that, get behind them, share their stuff, makes everybody better. Okay. So anyway, that's what I had for today. Body language and tonality. Think about it. Sit up straight, head up, chin up, shoulders back. It's like your mother always told you, right? Watch that posture. Pay attention to those nonverbal cues, okay? All of that stuff. And you can take a lot from paying attention to someone else's, not just yours, right? Pay attention. Be a student of the game. As they always say, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Tony says, Mark's videos are top notch. Killing it, my man. Yeah. Bunker building and remodeling. If you haven't checked it out, Mark's like, who's the guy on This Old House? What the heck was his name? Bob Vila. He's the new Bob Vila. He does it. Carmen's here. Welcome. Good morning. He's a regular. Yeah. Norm Abram. That was the other one. Yeah. But hey, I mean, think about it, guys. If you can find a little bit of a niche like that, a little nuance, something like that. And Mark has that strong, Massachusetts, I can't even imitate it some days, accent. It just lands with people, and it just screams integrity and character and relatability. So keep doing that, Mark. Danielle, your speaking has definitely gotten smoother since starting the dailies. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I do something enough times, right? Instead, what is it, 10,000 hour rule or something? You do something for 10,000 hours, you become an expert. So I enjoy it. I really do. And, I think that somebody, I don't know what it was. I heard something. Somebody said if you have a gift or something like that, or a talent or a skill, you almost have an obligation to share it. And so I feel like this is me doing that. I don't mind this stuff. I DJ'd for 22 years. And so I had to come up with something to say on the microphone, right? And introducing a wedding party or doing a private party, kind of get things going. And that's probably where that started. It really started with not giving a shit what people think and just saying, you know what, I'm doing this. Somebody's going to do it. I'm doing it. And so I would encourage you guys, if there's something you're thinking about doing, don't worry about what people think. Just get out there and do it. I've had a couple of haters, those are fun. Guy lit me up on YouTube once because he said that's the worst run-on sentence I've ever seen. I don't know who the heck would read that. And what I was doing is writing a blog about all the things that are going on in my head during an Ironman or a particular race. Maybe it was Ironman, and we're just kind of burping it out on paper, and it read like I speak. And I think in writing they call that voice, but I'm not sure. And so, but if you know me and you read that, you could hear me. And this guy didn't know me, and he just lit me up. It was pretty good. So, and I have somebody that will randomly give me a thumbs down on my YouTube videos. So whatever, buddy, if that gets you through the day, that's okay. It's all good. Bob's one-on-one coaching got me there. Thanks, Bob. Yeah, thank you, Mark. And I appreciate your confidence in me. And it's been great to work with you and Michelle and Mark and I know you don't mind me telling him you're 61 years old, gonna be 61, I think 61, still getting better every day, and wanting to win and helping others win along the way. So that's super cool. Not just taking care of you, but taking care of the others around you. So that's kind of the theme here inside the Summit communities, and the Edge and the Peak and all of our stuff is get to a certain level, turn around, help somebody up. You got there, right? I remember when I started, I hadn't been in it's like second job I ever had, working in the millwork shop. And I asked the guy how to do something. He laughed at me and said, "Oh, just figure it out." And this guy was like 60, right? And I was like 19. I looked at him, I go, "Hey, somebody showed you, didn't they?" And he looked at me, he goes, "You're right." And he showed me how to do it. And so anyway, turn around, help the others up. So always give them something to talk about, Carmen says. Speaking of that, if you haven't read the book, haven't got the book, jump on. Buy it on Amazon. I'm not getting rich over here, but this gets the message out. Finding Your Edge. If you have read it, I would appreciate it if you posted a review on Amazon. I would love that. Amazon likes that. It keeps it bubbling up to the top and keeps it with its status of #1 bestseller. So that's pretty cool. It was a lot of work, and it was fun to go through. So maybe we'll do another one someday. So anyway, guys, we have some breakfast to make and some cleaning up to do, and give this place a good going through. Get it set up for Dad, who I'm sure will be up soon. The snow's going away. The ice is starting to melt away from the shore. So he'll be up to do some fishing and hanging out. And then we'll be back at some point. So hoping to spend more time up here this year. We didn't get here much last year. So anyway, guys, if there's anything I can help you with, please let me know. Keep in mind, good posture, shoulders back, chin up, make sure they can see your neck. Dave says, great content, good advice, not only business, but also life. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Good to check in. So thank you, Mark. We will have safe travels home. We're not in any particular hurry other than to get back and see Jimmy and make sure he's doing okay and all of that stuff. So Tony Bataille, fishing. We'll get you up here sometime, Tony. We'd never see you. You'd be out on the lake the whole time. So anyway, guys, have a great Sunday. Do a little bit of work, tee up your next week. All right. We set some goals while we were here this week, and some things are going to change when we get back with regard to some regular, now that Wendy's, cleared for takeoff, some regular things together, working out our stuff and our own stuff. So watch out. It's about to get serious. So anyway, guys, have a great day. Kick somebody in the shins. No, don't do that. Take care of one another. Don't touch other people's stuff. Anyway, guys, have a great Sunday. I love y'all. Have a great one. Take care.